Yo, how's it going, YouTube? This is Vinny and I am back with another video, and today I am coming at you with another vlog. I'm going to be covering some stuff that I saw on a live stream today that Nintendo was doing for all of their fans. Every year they do something called Nintendo Direct, and this year they just showcased a whole shitload of different games that will be coming out on all their platforms this year. I mean Nintendo Wii U and Nintendo 3DS. There was actually a lot of really cool stuff covered in this live stream. If you don't want to go back and watch the live stream that they re-uploaded to YouTube, you can go ahead and sit here and watch my dumbass try to tell you about the shit that I saw in that shit. Baby! So let's get things started. We're going to go ahead and start with the Wii U. The Wii U actually had a lot of really cool series that were really big back in the day coming back with a vengeance. By back in the day, I mean stuff from like the Super Nintendo and the GameCube era. Back when games were just so friggin' awesome, they blow my mind. Blah! Some of the series that I can easily mention right now that they're bringing back are Kirby, Yoshi, Super Mario Brothers, Mario Golf, Donkey Kong Country, Mario Kart, and there's just a whole bunch more, and it is just amazing to have all of them come back to the scene, especially for the new gamers out there, the new generation that really never got to touch the original versions of the game. Judging by a lot of the trailers that I saw, they really try to get that feel back from the original games into these new games. So I'm really happy about that, really excited. It's actually making me think about getting a Wii U. I remember back when I first heard the stupid name, I was just thinking about like a fire truck engine, you know. Wii U, Wii U, Wii U, Wii U. But in actuality, it turned out to be a pretty damn awesome console, so I don't know. I might end up getting it. Don't know. So yeah, first up on the list is Kirby's Triple Deluxe. This game looks actually really cool, really resembles the old school Kirby games that you would have played on the Nintendo 64, and it actually adds a couple of new things to the game as well. The one that I noticed in particular is that they are introducing like collectibles and keychains and stuff like that to the game, and I think that's pretty cool. Adds a little bit of replayability to the game so that you can get all the collectibles if you are a perfectionist gamer like some of you are out there. I'm not, so I don't really give a shit. It's definitely going to add a little bit of new oomph to the Kirby series. A couple of honorable mentions I'm just going to throw out there very quick. Yoshi's New Island. It's got a couple new mechanics as well, a little bit more puzzling and you know, all that kind of stuff, so that's pretty cool. Nice new entry into the Yoshi series. We also got Mario Golf World Tour. I was a huge fan of Mario Golf back in the day. Literally, I would dream about getting a golf club and just going bow, even though that looked like a baseball bat. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Of course, you got Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I'm a huge Donkey Kong fan. So when this game was introduced, I was just like jaw to the floor. I was literally just like this. So it's really cool. I'm really excited to see that game, and hopefully you guys are too. They also announced Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U. Actually looks really cool as well. They introduced a new character to the game, which are the Bowser Koopalings. And that's pretty cool because they never get the spotlight. Never in their goddamn life. Never! And now they do. So now you get to drive as a Koopaling. And I think that's pretty cool. Now we're getting into the real cool stuff that was announced for the Wii U. First up is Super Smash Bros. U. I'm actually really excited about this because not only is it a new introduction into the Super Smash Bros. Series, you also get to play as a new character. And that character is none other than Little Mac. Little goddamn Mac. Anybody that ever played Punch-Out on the NES is just gonna nostalgize in their damn pants. Kind of like I did right now. I'm really excited about that. Love the Super Smash Bros. Games, and that's coming sometime this year. Hurry up with your damn self. They also announced a little bit of information and showed a trailer for a game I never heard of before. It's a game called X. Literally X. X gon' give it to ya. It kind of looks like a mix between Xenoblade Chronicles and Final Fantasy XIV. So for all of you RPG fans or fans of Xenoblade Chronicles back on the Nintendo Wii, you are going to love this game because not only does it resemble those two games pretty much almost entirely, the combat system is also based off of the Xenoblade Chronicles combat system. That system was one of the greatest combat systems I've ever dealt with in an RPG, so that is really exciting news. Oh my god! And last but not least, Bayonetta 2. For all of you guys that enjoyed Bayonetta Bayonetta on any platform that you played it on before, you are going to love Bayonetta 2, because this game just looks amazing. It looks like a mix of a bunch of games that I've really enjoyed in the past. Games like Dante's Inferno, Darksiders, Sin and Punishment, and even a little bit of Tales of the Abyss for all of you old school gamers back in the PS2 days. It just looks like a really amazing game and a really cool addition to the Bayonetta series. So if you have been a fan or are thinking about becoming a fan, you should definitely pick that game up. It will be coming out sometime later in 2014, so I'm guessing once winter comes around again. So hopefully I'm wrong and it comes out earlier. I'm hoping I'm wrong because I want to play that damn game. Now we're moving over to the Nintendo 3DS. Of course, some of the games that came out for the Nintendo Wii U and that were being announced for the Wii U are coming out on the 3DS. Most specifically, Super Smash Bros. 3DS. We also got a new Pokemon game coming out. It's a little bit different compared to the other Pokemon games that have been coming out lately, but it still does seem pretty cool. It's called Pokemon Battle Troze, and it's like a puzzler, dungeon crawling, combat system thing. It's pretty much like the Candy Crush version of Pokemon. The end. Sounds kind of stupid to me, but whatever, you know. Whatever floats your boat. Anyways, moving on. Next game up is a really weird game, in all honesty. I don't really see the purpose of it. It's pretty much like Wii Sports, but just baseball. I don't know. I'm not really much of a baseball fan, but to all you baseball fans out there, good on you, because now you got a new game to play. It's a game called Rusty's Real Deal Baseball, coming out on the shop in April, and it's going to be free. But the extra mini games that aren't included in the game are going to be up for purchase. The only thing about this game that I think is cool is that you can pretty much bribe the shop owners that sell the games with different objects and make the prices go down that you would actually pay through the shop for those mini games. Other than that, this game looks really stupid and I don't really care. Fuck that. Now we're getting to the real good stuff. Aw, yeah. First up is a new installment to the Professor Layton series, a game called Professor Layton and the Azran Legacy. Now this game looks really cool and I'm really excited about it. I've been a huge fan of the Professor Layton games for a long time. I've played all of them and I'm really looking forward to this one. So hopefully all you puzzler fans out there get this game. All you people that were thinking about getting into Professor Layton, now's the time because this game looks awesome. And now it also introduces a lot of replayability through a new mechanic that is being integrated into the game through Street Pass. Pretty much players around you can hide objects and you can find them. You can also set up missions and stuff so that other people around you can finish those missions and get achievements and different types of awards. I really do like the whole Street Pass mechanic being involved in more and more games coming out nowadays on the 3DS. And this mechanic introduced into Professor Layton actually really does work. So good on you, Nintendo. I approve. Next up is another amazing game, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Holy shit! Yeah, that's right, it's coming to 3DS. I am actually very excited. I literally love this game so much. I'm actually looking forward to this game so much that I might end up actually buying another 3DS because I recently sold mine. Bob Saget! Talk about bad timing. And then we got something really cool, actually, yet again, and it's a game called Weapon Shop Diomase. It's pretty much like a blacksmith simulator introduced to a handheld device. The next game is actually a game that was originally released in Japan and just released into America right now, and that is Inazuma 11. It's pretty much a soccer RPG. If you've played Lords of Football or you enjoy the more strategic side of FIFA, you are going to enjoy this game. Finally, for the 3DS, another game is coming out by Ubisoft. It is an RPG called Child of Light. Now this game actually looks really cool. It looks like a mix between Trine and Dust the Elysian Tale. This game does not look like it's going to disappoint at all. If you are a fan of RPGs or puzzlers, you are going to love this game. I highly recommend it to every single person out there with the 3DS. Now we're getting into the indie stuff. Woo! First of all, there was one game in particular that stuck out from the others. The game is called Moon Chronicles. It's pretty much the first real first-person shooter that is introduced to the 3DS platform. In my opinion, it reminds me a lot of Metroid Prime. I was a huge fan of Metroid Prime, so if I'm right about this, this game is going to be freaking amazing. Oh my god! So definitely keep an eye out for that. And now we're getting into stuff that resembles more of the retro side of gaming. We got games like Treasure Knots, Shovel Knight, 1001 Spikes, and last but not least, Retro City Rampage. It's crazy like blah, 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 blah. As for the other games mentioned before, they are pretty much platformer games that you would expect to come out on the NES system. They all share an 8-bit feeling, they're all platformers, and they're all hard as shit. If I would have to guess, these would be the type of games that you would want to play if you enjoy making your face really red and bursting blood vessels in your forehead like I do every time I play Counter-Strike! Now that I got my breath back, let's get back to business. These final things are coming out for the Wii U, and these are probably the most anticipated new releases that I am looking forward to in the future. The first one being NES Remix 2. Pretty much it's a huge compilation of all of the amazing NES games that you would have played if you were around as a kid with the NES back in the day. This time around they introduced new content and levels into the games that they have compiled for you guys in this collection. They also introduced a new game, Super Luigi Brothers. Oh my god! Yeah, of course they released a couple of games nowadays that involve Luigi being the star, but tell me that he don't deserve it back in the retro scene, because I think he does. I thinks he does. They're also starting to release Game Boy Advance games on the Wii U, and one of the titles that really stuck out of the ones that they mentioned that are going to be released very soon is Metroid Fusion. Anyways, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more content. Rate, comment, subscribe. Peace!